In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to denoise a render in Blender. I'll be using version 2.9. Here I have my scene, and if I want to render this using cycles, it becomes a little grainy. So it looks better, but a little more grainy. So we'll go ahead and try to render this. We're going to click Render, Render Animation, and it'll render to my desktop. So here it's going through the render process, and it'll leave it a little bit grainy a lot of the times, especially through transparent objects and with light. So now that the render is finished, you'll see that like at the top of the staff where I had a lot of lights going is a little bit fuzzy. So to fix that, when I exit this, go to File, New, you can save it. Okay, so now when we're in a brand new file, you can go to where the compositing tab is, select Use Nodes. We'll just disable this, click Shift A to add, go to Input, and select Image. And Shift A to add, go to Output, and select Viewer. This way we can see what we're doing. Now you just connect the two nodes. Now I'm going to go and select Open, so we can go and get a brand new image. Go to Desktop, guess where I saved it. Select it and click Open, and now it'll fill in the background since we're using the viewer node with our gnome. Now if you select V on the keyboard, it'll zoom out. If you click Alt and V, it'll zoom in, and Alt and middle click, you can move around the background. Just push the middle click, you can move around these nodes. So I'm going to scroll in, and I'm actually going to scroll in on the staff by clicking Alt and V, and you'll see it's very grainy. So click Shift A to add. We'll search for a denoise modifier, so it's D-E-N-O-I-S-E, denoise, and drop it down here in the middle. And after a second, you'll see that it almost blur it a little bit, but from a distance it looks a lot better. And afterward you can go through in like a image editing system like GIMP to make it sharper. So now we have to connect the denoise to the composite node, otherwise it'll only render as black. We're going to go over here and select how we're going to render it. So select the output properties, change the file location. I'm going to select it to the desktop. We're going to call this render denoised. Hit accept. And now it's important that you render it as one frame. Enter, otherwise it'll render 250 pictures. Now you can use cycles or Eevee. I don't think it really matters at this point, so I'm just use Eevee because it's a little quicker. Select render and render animation. And after a couple seconds, there you go. It's a little bit clearer. So now if we go back to these, you'll see here's before is denoise and here's after. So it does make quite a bit of a difference. And that's how I denoise my renders in Blender. If you enjoyed the video or learned something, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.